A 23-year-old cricketer walked off the field forever, and everyone thought his life was over. 5 years later, he's worth $3 million and laughing all the way to the bank. Tevin Imlach was supposed to be the next big name in West Indies cricket. Scouts loved him. Fans cheered for him. Experts predicted greatness. But then something strange happened. He disappeared. No announcements. No farewell matches, just gone. Today, he's not chasing cricket balls. He's chasing millions in real estate. And trust me, what you're about to discover will change how you see athlete careers forever. Stick around because I'm breaking down his entire journey. From cricket fields to luxury properties. From team jerseys to business suits. Every match he played. Every run he scored. Every decision that led him to millions. This is the story nobody talks about, but everyone needs to hear. Let me take you back to December 29, 1996. Georgetown, Guyana. A boy named Tevin Imlach was born into a cricket-loving nation. His father was a cricket enthusiast. His mother supported the dream. The neighborhood kids played cricket every evening. Tevin joined them at age 5. He was small but fearless. While other kids feared the hard ball, Tevin faced it with confidence. His father noticed something special early on. The way he held the bat, the way he watched the ball, the way he moved his feet. This wasn't normal for a child. By age 8, Tevin was already the best player in his school. Teachers recommended him to local cricket clubs. He joined the Demerara Cricket Club, one of Guyana's most respected youth programs. Here, he learned proper technique. Professional coaches worked with him daily. They taught him the forward defense, the cover drive, the pull shot. But more importantly, they taught him discipline. Wake up at 5 in the morning, practice before school. Study after school, practice again in the evening. This was his routine for years. At age 12, Tevin made his first age group representative team for Demerara. He scored a century in his debut match. 93 runs came from boundaries. Coaches couldn't believe what they were seeing. A 12-year-old playing shots that professionals struggle with. His left-handed batting style made him even more valuable. In cricket, left-handers have natural advantages. They create different angles. Bowlers find it harder to plan against them. Fielding captains struggle with field placements. Tevin had this advantage plus genuine talent. By age 15, Tevin was dominating youth cricket in Guyana. He scored 5 centuries in one season. His name appeared in local newspapers regularly. Cricket analysts started comparing him to Shivnarine Chanderpaul, Guyana's greatest left-handed batsman. The comparisons were flattering but also brought pressure. Chanderpaul had played 164 test matches for West Indies. He had scored over 11,000 test runs. Could young Tevin match this legacy? Everyone wanted to know. The big break came in 2014. Tevin Imlach got selected for the West Indies Under-19 World Cup squad. This tournament happens every 2 years. It's where future superstars emerge. India's Virat Kohli announced himself here in 2008. New Zealand's Kane Williamson dominated in 2008. Australia's Steve Smith showed glimpses in 2008. Now it was Tevin's turn. The tournament was held in the United Arab Emirates. Hot conditions, dry pitches, fast outfields. Perfect for batsmen who could adapt. Tevin played 6 matches in that World Cup. He scored 178 runs total. His average was 29.66. Not spectacular, but respectable. His highest score was 62 against Zimbabwe. He struck 9 boundaries in that innings. His technique impressed everyone. Perfect balance, soft hands, quick footwork. But the West Indies team didn't perform well overall. They were eliminated in the group stage. Still, Tevin had played on the world stage. Scouts from England, Australia, and India had watched him. His international profile was established. January 2016 changed everything. Tevin Imlach made his first-class debut for Guyana in the regional 4-day competition. This is the Caribbean's premier first-class tournament. Teams from Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, and other islands compete. It's serious professional cricket. This is where West Indies test players come from. Tevin was 20 years old. He walked onto the field at Providence Stadium in Georgetown. The crowd cheered. His family watched from the stands. Pressure was enormous. His debut match was against Trinidad and Tobago. Tevin batted at number 5. He came to the crease with Guyana struggling at 87 for 3. The pitch was bouncy. Trinidad's fast bowlers were aggressive, but Tevin showed maturity beyond his years. He defended carefully. He left balls outside off stump. He waited for bad balls to punish. He built his innings patiently. He scored 47 runs before getting out. Not a big score, but an impressive debut. Cricket experts praised his technique and temperament. Over the next 2 seasons, Tevin played 15 first-class matches for Guyana. He scored 612 runs at an average of 26.60. He hit 1 century and 3 half-centuries. His highest first-class score was 128 against the Leeward Islands. That innings included 17 boundaries and 1 6. He batted for nearly 4 hours. It was a masterclass in concentration and skill. After that innings, people started talking about West Indies selection seriously. In 2017, Tevin's career took another exciting turn. The St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots selected him for the Caribbean Premier League. The CPL is the region's biggest 2020 tournament. Big crowds, television coverage across the Caribbean, international stars from around the world. Tevin was joining elite company. Chris Gayle, the most destructive T20 batsman ever. Kieran Pollard, one of the best all-rounders in limited overs cricket. Dwayne Bravo, the most successful T20 bowler in history. These legends were now his teammates and opponents. Tevin played 7 CPL matches across 2 seasons. He scored 89 runs total. His strike rate was 118.66, which is decent for a young player. His highest score was 34 not out against Trinbago Knight Riders. He hit 3 sixes in that innings. 1 landed on the roof of the stadium. Commentators got excited. Social media buzzed. For a brief moment, Tevin Imlach was trending in Caribbean cricket circles. But CPL is brutally competitive. 1 good innings isn't enough. Teams want consistent match winners. Tevin got limited opportunities and couldn't force himself into the regular 11. Despite limited CPL success, the experience was invaluable. Tevin practiced alongside international superstars. He learned how Chris Gayle prepared for matches, how Kieran Pollard stayed calm under pressure, how Dwayne Bravo read game situations. He absorbed everything like a sponge. But he also observed something else, something most young cricketers ignore. He watched how these stars managed their money, how they invested in businesses, how they built brands beyond cricket, how they prepared for life after sports. Between 2016 and 2018, Tevin's cricket career was progressing steadily. He was a regular in Guyana's first-class team. He got occasional CPL opportunities. He was on the radar of West Indies selectors. But he wasn't breaking through to the next level. No international call-ups came. No major franchise deals materialized. He was stuck in cricket's middle zone. Good enough to play professionally, but not good enough to become a star. This zone is dangerous. It pays enough to survive, but not enough to secure your future. Tevin started doing calculations. His first-class contract paid him about $15,000 per season. CPL appearances added maybe $10,000 if he got selected. That's $25,000 per year. After taxes and expenses, he was saving maybe $10,000 annually. At this rate, even if he played for 10 years, he'd save $100,000. That's not enough for a comfortable retirement. That's barely enough for emergencies. The math was depressing. During the 2018 season, something clicked in Tevin's mind. He was 22 years old. He'd been playing professional cricket for 3 years. He was earning decent money, but building no real wealth. His teammates were buying expensive cars, designer clothes, partying every weekend. Tevin did none of that. He was saving aggressively, but saving alone wouldn't make him rich. He needed to invest. He needed assets that grew in value. He needed businesses that generated income. The answer came from an unexpected source. Tevin's uncle was a property developer in Georgetown. One day over dinner, they discussed Guyana's economic future. The country had just discovered massive oil reserves. ExxonMobil was investing billions. Other international companies were coming. The economy was about to boom. But Guyana lacked infrastructure. Housing was insufficient. Commercial spaces were limited. Someone needed to build. Someone needed to develop properties. His uncle was already making moves. He invited Tevin to learn the business. Tevin started attending property meetings with his uncle. He learned about land acquisition, construction costs, rental yields, property appreciation, market timing. It was like studying cricket, but for business. He discovered that Georgetown property prices were incredibly low compared to other Caribbean capitals. A decent plot of land cost $20,000. A small apartment building could be constructed for $100,000. Once built, rental income could be $1,500 per month. The numbers made sense. The opportunity was clear. In late 2018 and early 2019, Tevin's cricket appearances became irregular. He was still training with Guyana's team. He was still technically available for selection, but his focus had shifted. He was spending more time at construction sites than cricket nets, more time reviewing property documents than watching match videos. His teammates noticed the change. Some asked if everything was okay. Tevin smiled and said he was exploring options. He didn't reveal his plan yet. His first investment was a small residential plot in a developing area of Georgetown. He paid $25,000 for it. He then partnered with his uncle's construction company to build a duplex, 2 separate units, each with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, living room, and kitchen. Basic but modern. Total construction cost was $45,000. Tevin had invested most of his cricket savings. It was terrifying. If this failed, he'd lose everything. Construction took 6 months. By mid-2019, the duplex was complete. Tevin listed both units for rent. Within 3 weeks, both were occupied. One by a young couple working in the oil sector, the other by a foreign consultant on a 2-year contract. Monthly rent was $800 per unit. That's $1,600 total per month. After maintenance costs, Tevin was netting $1,400 monthly. That's $16,800 per year from one investment. In one property, Tevin had just replaced his cricket salary with rental income. This success changed everything. Tevin realized he could build multiple properties, generate multiple income streams, create real wealth. But cricket was holding him back. Training took hours daily. Matches required weeks of commitment. Travel disrupted business focus. He couldn't do both at the highest level. He had to choose, and the choice was becoming obvious. By late 2019, Tevin Imlach had essentially retired from cricket. He never made a formal announcement, no press conference, no emotional social media post. He just stopped showing up, stopped responding to selection calls, stopped attending practice. People speculated wildly. Some said he was injured. Others claimed personal problems. A few suggested he'd lost passion for the game. Nobody guessed the truth. Tevin was building an empire. Between 2019 and 2024, Tevin transformed himself completely. He went from cricketer to full-time property developer. He bought 3 more plots in 2020, built 6 residential units, all rented within months. The oil boom was real. Foreign workers flooded Georgetown. Rental demand exploded. Property values doubled in 2 years. What Tevin bought for $30,000 in 2019 was worth $80,000 by 2021. By 2021, Tevin's portfolio included 12 residential units and 1 commercial property. Monthly rental income reached $12,000. After expenses, he was netting about $9,000 monthly. That's $108,000 per year, more than most West Indies international cricketers. And he wasn't getting hit by cricket balls anymore. No injuries. No performance pressure. No selection politics. Just steady cash flow and growing wealth. In 2022, Tevin made his boldest move. He purchased a small commercial plaza near Georgetown's business district. The plaza had 6 shops and 4 office spaces. Purchase price was $450,000. He took a bank loan for $300,000. This was risky but calculated. Commercial properties generate higher rental income. Within 8 months, all spaces were rented. A pharmacy, a law office, a cafe, 2 retail shops, a gym, a tech startup. Every tenant signed multi-year leases. Today in 2024, Tevin Imlach lives a life most athletes only dream about. He owns a stunning property in one of Georgetown's premium neighborhoods. 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, modern kitchen with marble countertops, spacious living areas with floor-to-ceiling windows, a home office where he manages his empire, a private gym where he stays fit, a swimming pool where he relaxes after business meetings. The property alone is worth $600,000. He built it himself in 2023. His garage houses 2 luxury vehicles, a black Mercedes-Benz GLE SUV fully loaded, leather interior, premium sound system. He drives this to business meetings and property viewings. It cost him $90,000. He also owns a white BMW sedan for casual errands. Another $50,000. Nothing excessive, but definitely comfortable. Tevin isn't flashy, but he's not shy about enjoying his success either. He travels frequently now. Business trips to Trinidad and Tobago. He's visited Barbados several times. His personal trips are equally impressive. He's been to Miami 3 times in the last 2 years. shopping, dining, experiencing luxury. He went to Dubai in 2023, 7 days of pure luxury. 5-star hotels, fine dining, desert safaris. He posted a few photos on social media. His former teammates couldn't believe it. Here was Tevin living like a superstar without playing cricket. Looking at Tevin's current net worth, estimates range between $3 and $3.5 million. His property portfolio alone is worth approximately $2.8 million. His monthly income from all properties combined is around $25,000. After all expenses and taxes, he nets about $15,000 monthly. That's $180,000 per year in passive income. He's financially free at 28 years old. Tevin Imlach made a choice that seemed crazy to everyone. Walk away from cricket at 23. Give up on international dreams. Stop chasing glory. Most people called it quitting. But look at him now. Financial freedom at 28. Growing business empire. Luxury lifestyle. No injuries. No selection drama. Just steady growth and peaceful living. He quit the game everyone loves to win the game everyone needs. The game of financial freedom. Hit subscribe to see more athletes who got rich by quitting sports. Their bank accounts will shock you.